Why do you call a black man a sellout?
Why is it that we get mad when our brothers want to date a white tea woman and we say he hate his own kind?
He don't like his people. He self-hate if he gets with a white woman. But you don't call a black woman a sellout or a hater or self-hater when she gets with a white man. Why is that? Why only black men?
Why is that?
Why is what? The sellout? I don't know. Have you ever heard the word sellout before?
Yes.
Why have you heard the word sellout?
I've heard you be called a sellout.
Oh, I've been called sellout?
Yes.
Oh, in public or online?
No, online.
Online? What about in public? I've been called a sellout in
No.
public.
Not that I've heard.
When's the first time you heard the word sellout? Was it, have you heard this word sellout before?
I think someone commented and called you that.
Oh, call me a sellout. But I'm just talking about, like, when's the first time you heard the word sellout? Like, when you were growing up, have you ever heard the word sellout?
No, not until we started doing these videos.
Oh, and so with the word sellout, so I guess is the word so the word sellout happens.
It's 2 words.
What, sell out? What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's not a word.
a word.
It's 2 words.
I don't know. Is it one word or 2 words?
It's 2 words.
I mean, I know it's to sell out, but when you put it together, is like hyphenated or is it just one
It
word?
could be hyphenated.
Or is it just one word? Sell out.
Not 1 word.
It's one word when you put it
It's
together.
not 1 word.
It's not 1 word. It's still 2 words.
Yes.
All right, and the title is gonna be 1 word. All right.
I don't know.
So I don't know, but I guess it is interesting. Like, so what we did a video, but we didn't publish it. What was it? What was the video? The black women, the glow up with the white guy. What was it? When black girl magic with white guys.
The black wife effect.
Oh yes, yeah. See, you remember that, the black wife
I
effect. So could there be a black husband effect? So what would the black husband effect be? Black husband effect would be, so with the black wife effect, basically it was the black women taking their white husbands or white counterparts and giving them a little more flavor or style. Mm-hmm. And when I say flavor or style, it's more of the black flavor or style.
Yeah, and more edgier haircuts and...
Edgier?
Yeah.
What, they got tight edges?
Yeah.
They got sharp lines, edgier. But I don't know. What would be the black husband effect? Would that be the Air Force One kits? That's what we talked about, the Air Force One kits. You would, I don't know. Would it be booty shorts? I don't know. What would be the black? So I guess
Braids in the hair.
So I guess before we go down that road, like, why is what he was going to say, the black woman not called a sellout, or is not featured in Dr. Umar Johnson's videos when they do that, but the black man is? I don't know. Just one of those interesting things. It seems like the black man can't win for nothing. It's like, look, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And here's the thing. I don't feel that way, but I'm just saying, like, online, that's just how you guys make it. What?
I do think that some black men care too much about what other black men are doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's quite a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
They always have something to say. But the thing is that a lot of these black men that have a lot of things to say about what other black men are doing never show up online with their black wives. Right. And so they're most of the time pretty single. Yeah, pretty single. But anyway, let's see what else he's got to say.
I've never heard Serena Williams called a sellout and things like that. I never heard Eve called a sellout. You know, just to name 2 famous people who are with white men. I never heard that, whatsoever.
You know Eve's husband's name, by the way? Mm-mm. His name is Maximilian.
Oh, yeah, I know that name.
You know the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know like 2 people named Maximilian.
There's 2 people named Maximilian?
I know 2 people, yeah. And it was on Liar Liar. It was the son's name.
Liar, I don't
they
even
called
know
him
what that
Max, but his name was Maximilian.
I don't even know what Liar Liar is.
Oh, it's a good movie with the Jim Carrey.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a recent. I thought you were talking about a recent movie. But anyway, he has the non-blackest name that I've ever heard, Maximilian.
Yeah, Maximilian.
Because even Dr. Umar, he's so hardcore on brothers, but yet I never hear him talking about the sisters out here doing that. If you're gonna be on some, black purity, then you gotta be on black purity on both sides. That's all. That's what it is. And I keep telling people with the black purity argument, the only way you can get black purity, you have to marry an African person who don't have no European DNA because of slavery. So you could clean up the bloodline. And it's going to take your family a couple of generations to clean up their bloodlines. You basically have to move to Africa, an African nation, get you an African woman and or African man to do that. It's just that simple, right?
That sounds like a lot of work.
Sounds like a long time.
It sounds like a lot of work and a long time. You're
Like,
talking
will
about
you ever
generations.
be around to see your results?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. But I don't know. I think all this is just silly. I do. I think a lot of this is silly.
I mean, if you fall in love with an African, okay, then yeah, go for it. But just to do that, just to
No, I'm talking about the
get
whole.
the European out of your family line?
Listen, I'm talking about the whole, like, you want to pay attention to who other people are with, and you can't even satisfy the
yeah.
person that you're with. Like a lot of these people, honestly, it is tiring, and it is just like honestly just a little ridiculous that these people get online. Like even this gentleman here. The thing is that I actually do like some of his content, but then he'll go off on these tangents that actually make absolutely no type of sense. And I think he might do one actually in this video. Is that they're so quick to analyze other people's relationships, but at the same time, they don't offer any suggestions or any things about, what's going on in their relationship. Like if you're so good at relationships and so good at analyzing relationships, then tell us how to do it. Tell us how to do it within your own relationship. And the thing is that I never hear anything, but they're quick to judge other people's relationships that they don't know anything about. But let's see, because I think he's going to go down that road.
Only black men are called sellouts. Only black men. Even white men get upset when a black man is with what they deem an attractive white woman. But white men aren't upset if a white man is with a black woman. And white women is not even upset that if a black woman's with a white man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everybody's upset when it's the brother, but it's not other around. Now, I've said this. You do you. Live your life. Do whatever you choose to do. I have nothing to do with it. Live your life. Be with whoever you want to be with.
Why are you trying to figure it out?
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it comes to both sides. So a lot of times the black men get called a sellout, but then black women say, well, we didn't want them anyway, so why do you even care? And then other black men call you sellout and then say that you are excommunicated from the community, that you're not invited to the cookout. And so if you're not invited to the cookout, why do you care too? So here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people want to be in the sellout shoes because the sellout takes up a lot of space in other people's minds. It just feels like that, especially Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, a lot of the sellout black men take up a lot of space in his mind, but they also help him hit the cash app with all these other people that the sellouts take up space in their mind. I mean,
It's just their own little community. I mean, they're everywhere. All different topics, all different. I mean, you have some females doing it to other females, like all of the same color race. I mean, I could see it with, even at my age, white people, just kind of trolling other people.
who do
Like-
white people troll?
Other white people.
Yeah.
It's like, and then they make comments about the life that they're living. Like, you see what they want you to see, what they're posting. You don't see what their whole life is made up of. You see only the portion they allow you to see because that's what they're posting.
You know what? Actually, while you're talking, I wonder where some of these names come from. Like, where did the name Becky come from, or Karen?
Oh, but Becky came from a. Never
What?
mind. Never mind.
I like big butts, so it makes
Yeah,
a
but I
lot.
was thinking like probably the name Becky came before the lyrics. I had to catch myself.
But no, you know any Beckys?
I know one Becky.
You know one Becky? What about Karen?
Yes, I know Karen. She's black though.
It don't count if she's black. Karen is supposed to be white, so Becky's not a common name.
Not in my little area of the world.
Your white area of the world. So yeah, I was just wondering where the Becky come from. But anyway,
But at the end of the day, like I keep saying this, Gen Z, especially them, millennials too, but Gen Z, man, they ain't trying to hear y'all with that in the conversation. That's one ear and not the other. They are not listening to you. They're gonna look at you as outdated and old. That's what they're gonna say. Oh, you think like old people. That's what they're gonna tell you. You think like old people. I don't care about what you're talking about. Until they find out like Jonathan Majors, right? And they running down the street away from them and still get criminally charged. Until they find out like Jonathan Majors, then, That's that.
And see, and so I know he was going. I know he was going to go somewhere with that. And the thing is that listen, a lot of times black people, us, we take one instance and we overlay everybody else on top of that instance. How many black men have been in trouble with not just white women, but women of all races? And I'm not even going to go down the road, but I'm just saying it's like, and so listen, like you take that. Now, was that incident bad? Honestly, I think it was, and we have different opinions on the incident. But I mean, at the end of the day, like,
Wait, so you're saying it's bad now?
no, I'm saying like he probably shouldn't have been with her to begin with.
Oh,
That was a bad decision to be with
Oh.
her to begin with.
gotcha.
Not because she was white, just because she seemed like she didn't have his best interest, and then
Right.
vice versa, she probably didn't have his best interest at hand. So both of them, and honestly, it just seemed like it wasn't a good match, regardless of what their race and color
Right.
was to begin with. And so you can get in those situations, and regardless of what the person's race is that if somebody doesn't have your best interest and you don't have their best interest, is that the relationship could go down a bad road. It doesn't matter what color it is.
Yeah,
And
or if
so-
you're just at different stages in your life, which that's what it seemed like. It seemed like she was still at the partying
yeah.
younger stage and he was, in the career stage. And
Yeah.
it just, her partying kind of ruined his career.
Yeah, pretty much. and honestly, it could have happened either way. It could have been someone of not a white woman. Could have been any. Listen, as a man, if you decide to put your hands on a woman in any way, pretty much, and if the cops are called, you are going to be in trouble, regardless of what the race is. And so, but the thing is that I think us sometimes is that we put a lot of stress on black men because honestly, I feel like people want to control black men sometimes. Online, not in public, not out here in the world, but online. And I think you guys are just bored. And you guys are trying to live vicariously through us because you want, can I call it the Becky? Can your name be Becky? It used to be Snow Bunny. And then it was Cave Bunny. And then it was, what was Snow Bunny, Cave Bunny, Becky. These names are horrible. We
I
are
think
the,
I've gotten called Karen before too.
Karen, we are the only people who can call everybody else names, but if somebody calls us a name, we're offended. We're, if anybody calls us a name, we're offended.
They got black men that will sit up here and sell us out politically, and yet no one calls them sellouts. Like you would call. That's all. I noticed that's the only sellout you call out is that one with a black man with a Becky, right? You don't call a black man sellout politically when he's selling us out, which hurts us actually way more. No, it really hurts us when he sells us out politically. You has nothing to say about that. You don't call Pookie and Ray Ray a sellout. If you out here harming and killing black people in the community, that's a sellout. You doing work for the man, right? The racist man. He's happy when you harm other black people. But yet we don't call Pookie and Ray Ray a sellout.
Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie.
I know a Ray Ray too. He's
know-
white.
You know a white Ray Ray?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
He's very, very, very southern.
His name is Ray Ray.
Ray Ray.
He's very southern. Mm-hmm. He listens to country music, drive a truck.
He drives a truck.
These names that you all are made of don't match well in your circles. But Pookie, like who's going with a Pookie? Like where did Pookie come from?
Pookie. I knew a Pookie, but
We don't call the Boule member a sellout, which you know about the Boule, the fraternity and sorority crowd that sells us out to the Democrat Party, just to bring in politics for a minute. You don't call them a sellout. You have no vitriol for that to say you're a freaking sellout. But if a NFL draft pick is sitting there with Becky, oh no, he'll sell out. That's what these black men do. When the majority of black men aren't even with a white woman like that. That's a lie. It is a lie to say that black men, trying to act like black men are with white women like that. Even globally, black men are not with white women. So that's a lie. That is a complete lie. And you know it's a lie because you don't even see that like that every day whatsoever.
And even if they were, why would it matter? Like why would it matter? Even if they were. And in reality, like if you had a kid and you had the choice between your kid being with someone, doesn't matter what race they are, could be somebody of a different race that treated them good and treated them right, or they could be with somebody of their same race that treated them, honestly, for lack of better words, like shit. So which one would you rather
yeah,
have?
that's what I was just gonna say. Would you rather see your child happy, maybe not agree with who they're with, but see them just happy? Or would you want to see them possibly, miserable or just not happy?
Going to
and
strife.
tell that, they're going through stuff,
Yeah.
but maybe because they're with somebody who you approve of, but they're truly not happy.
And the only reason you approve of them is just because of the color of their skin. And so, I mean, listen, if you are honestly that shallow of a person, and honestly could be that shallow of a parent, then listen, I don't know what to say about that. There's no words for that, because I think for most parents is that they want the best for their kids, even if it's not something that they personally may agree upon, as long as the kid is happy and they're not doing any type of wrong or anything like that, and they're just living the best life they can possible. I think most parents want the best for their kids, because parents could want their kids to go into different careers, but as long as their kid is doing okay, even if it's the career that you're not, you didn't agree upon, but if they're doing okay and they're making a good living for themselves and they are happy, I think regardless, like if you want them to go down their road, you would be more apt to them being happy with what they're doing, as long as they're
because
safe.
it's their life. It's not your life. It's their life.
But why can't that same thing be overlaid with whoever they're with?
Right. And it should be like that on the online community as well. Like, you can have an opinion, but the name calling and stuff like that, go live your life. Like, don't interject yourself into somebody else's life.
Don't take out
Tell
name
them
calling.
how
I
to-
like the name calling though. I do like name calling. So
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I know. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Well, you could stick with the man name calling, but I mean, I don't care for the name calling, to be honest.
Yeah. Well.
Like, I have a name. It's not Cave Bunny. It's not Snow Bunny. It's not Becky. It's not Karen.
Yeah. Well.
There's been a few other names in there too. I just can't remember them off the top of my head.
I don't know. But anyway, I don't care about name calling. So I'm a glutton for punishment. So I'm gonna turn the camera off so you can punish me.
Oh. Are you talking to the camera or are you talking to me?
But I don't know who. I'm talking to you. Anyway, all right. But love who you love. And as again, I don't know, we might make another video here in another month or so. We're out living somewhere and enjoying our life. So, all right, yeah.